Welcome to the pod. Another week.
Can we see Jamie's face?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, why would I cover it up with a window?
It's the only good part of
It's the only solace I have all day is to look at that face. It's a little sicky today, huh?
Yeah, I don't feel so hot.
Well, I didn't feel great before, but I'm looking at our emails and I see one is called 5'7" is perfect, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey.
And it's from a woman, so
Oh, is it?
we got quite a bit of emails to get to. Rob's got plenty of Sharpie shit we got to get to, but
we do have the option of if we want to smoke halfway through the podcast. I
already did. I thought that.
Oh no, that's fine. That's all good. I'm saying if we want to smoke midway, I'll I guess for me, but no.
Yeah,
if we get to it,
more. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You're as high as it gets right now. She says. All right, Cash. Should we check out? I want to see. I can't think about anything else but that email now.
Okay, let's read it.
Should we check about?
Man, I like this. I like this early email, Rob.
Yeah, this is like a new vibe.
This is a new PJ Pants.
Flatter me. That's all
Look
we got.
Us.
This is what he's doing with his hand right now.
Yeah, flatter me.
Flatter me. Okay. You want me to read that one? This
like
one.
You do with your middle finger?
What? You do it with these two?
Are you? That's so weird.
That's the only way, Amy Lee. What do you do? This?
Oh, damn. You have never been.
This is like the
properly.
Sopranos logo, Amy Lee.
And who says we don't talk about the Sopranos?
Is this what you're using? Are you double gun saluting?
No. Oh my God. This is not where I
This
meant
is
to
a
be.
great
Oh
one.
well, what's the other option? This.
Please, Robert.
So Jamie's saying that for people who are just listening, that my two middle fingers when I make the fingering notion is weird.
I thought it was weird when you were doing it with what you were saying.
Oh no! Sometimes it just happens. It's like
okay,
in
that's
Sweet
why
Tooth.
I was like, "What's happening?"
Sweet Tooth when the pinky starts going. Have you seen Sweet Tooth yet, Amy?
No. Is it good?
Netflix. It's all right. The characters, the main character is like very interesting, and the plot is good, but the whole thing is kind of the acting is all. Danya's amazing. Danya's in it. She's amazing.
Of course.
I really like the villain in it, and I think season 2 will be better because now everything's set up. You know,
they shot that whole thing in New Zealand, huh?
Right. That's where because we wanted to have Danya on here, and she was in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
Big Sweet Tooth fan. Read the if you guys even remotely enjoyed the show, read the comic. It's a lot darker, and it's got
a lot of this,
a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the email. It's from Jules. She says, if those dumbass chicks on the dating apps don't give Adorable Rob a chance, their loss. If I were only a few plus years younger, Rob, sighs. Anyways, love the pod. You're all so good together. Keep doing what you do. Thanks.
That was SIGHS, not SIZE. Her size is fine, I'm sure. But she was
size.
Yeah, size.
Yeah, Rob, size.
Yeah. Hey, Jules. I don't discriminate when it comes to age, right, Amy Lee? You've seen me with some old bags.
Oh yeah, real old.
Yeah, I like them. I like oldies.
Kasim does.
What's oldie? Like my age?
He's jamming to the oldies lately.
I did a couple girls. Recently, within the last 5-6 years, have been in their 40s. Like one's closing in on 50, but the other one was like 45.
Okay.
It's
like 10 years older than you.
Yeah, 10 years. I like it.
That's almost how much I am, how much older I am than Cutter. I'm 8 years older than him.
Yeah. Well, this girl that I was hooking up with is 34. And the first time we hung out, I was like, wow, I didn't know girls your age could still self-lubricate. That was nice. I thought...
Damn, she's a slippery woman, huh?
I thought she would need some assistance. 34 is probably...
What are you thinking of, menopause? That's like in the 50s.
I need them to have like fresh eggs because I'm looking to be dad, you know? I need...
Yeah.
What are you sighing about?
Kasim looks for chicks at the farmer's market.
Yeah, I want those nice like organic, like the brown ones you find, you know, at the farmer's market.
Oh my God.
Or they're different colors.
From what I know about you, you like the white ones, babe.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've been getting little to no sleep because, like Rob experienced last year, there is a mockingbird that it goes from 12 a.m. to like 6 a.m. and it's non-stop. I have to put in I have to put in earplugs and put on like background noise.
I have an annoying bird story for after this.
No, that's it. That's my story.
To save us, Jamie-Lee.
Rob, no, let me tell you a little bit more about this particular bird.
He's about 3'3".
I do read. I looked it up. I had to Google to see what kind of mockingbird it is. I was like, oh, maybe I'll learn something here. I didn't. It's just they're called northern mockingbirds. They live in Southern California, and it's for mate. They're trying to find a mate out there.
Oh.
And
they're working hard.
When they get desperate, they go for long, like, sing-song times, and my guy is real desperate.
You know what I learned about mockingbirds? When you say their height, like humans, you say 5'7", but you say their height and it's inches, centimeters. So you say like, oh, he's 5'2", but that means he's 5 inches, 2 centimeters.
Got it. Yeah. I was gonna say you could use like, we go 5 foot, but do they have feet?
No.
They have, I guess they
What kind of like weird comic act is happening right now?
You just smoked too much, Jamie-Lee.
Let us be your Laurel and Hardy.
This is bird talk
right now.
This is bird talk with Robin.
Well, I have a story to contribute to bird talk.
We wanted it before, but you let us do that just now. You have to just go,
Okay.
Jamie-Lee.
All right, I'm gonna go. So you know where it's like one of those, it rains, it pours. Like, I'm solo with the kids. We're living in this construction. We haven't had a kitchen for over a month, like moving around. We still haven't settled since we've moved. It's fucking hot. The kids are like shoveling them both in camp. Jack is in an all-time bad behavior. We're realizing it's not sensory and there's something with him and me, whatever. And
that's better though, right?
No, that's what's happening now. But that's what I mean. It was when it rains, it pours, like all these things are happening simultaneously, like all of it, right? And I'm trying to figure out if my show's getting picked up and I have this movie to prepare for. And like, it's just a lot. My outside has been like my sanctuary to go to because it's the only part of the house that's done. And our view and like that part of our house is like the reason we bought it. So at least like every night when I get the kids down, I can just like sit out there and like be like, oh, this is why we moved here. It's going to be okay. Like, I love this. We had to empty these high planters because the plants were dying. And I just ended up buying some fake ones I'm going to put up there because it's like so high to water. Anyway, I emptied them out. And a fucking bird has been making a nest in all 3 and was traipsing around my whole outdoor area, picking out parts of all my potted plants and then making the nest up there. So when I came out, my whole thing was covered in grass and like leaves and shit and bird shit. And
as like a fuck you?
Gotta be fucking kidding. No, thought those empty things it's a perfect nest for it. I mean, it's very smart, but like, what the fuck?
Good for that bird.
I cleaned it all up. I go to bed. What do I wake up to this morning? The fucker's doing it again.
Wow.
So I had to remove, put all my plants back together, put them inside, go climb up on like all these chairs and like use Bo's hockey stick to like get all the shit out. And then through towels, I'm going to send you a picture.
Can you get a gardener or something? Can you get
They're very hard to come by here, apparently.
In Texas?
Whoa.
Well, since the storm,
I know what you're thinking, Cass.
Yeah, what am I thinking?
I don't know.
What was I
me
thinking,
starting
Robert?
to put the towel. This is like the beginning of me putting the towels in the planters.
Oh, that's a nice towel. It looks like a Pendleton. From
You were
here.
thinking Texas is very
Missoni.
close to.
Like it's got to have a population of people
that
are
are known.
I don't know. I have a Hispanic gardener. Okay.
Oh, see,
I have one.
Oh, Jamie-Lee, as a Spanish person, you must be so offended right now.
No, you guys are. That's like.
Oh, actually, it makes sense. She's doing the gardening, right?
Yeah, you're your own gardener.
My gardener's an old white guy.
That's not
in
true.
Texas.
She's lying. She's absolutely lying.
This world.
I swear to God, his name is Chris.
Jamie never lies.
He is here for hours and he loves the plants. I do not have a green thumb and he loves it. And I love how much he loves it. if you start
tell him to
talking
get
to
to
him,
fucking
he will
work.
not let you walk away for like 40 minutes. And you're like sitting there the whole time being like, Chris, don't you have like multiple houses? Like, how do you have all this time to talk to me? I think he does like 2 houses a day and just like hits it hard.
White guys be chit-chatting. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
They
Oof.
just are.
Not this white guy.
These guys be chit-chatting, dude, too much.
Hell no, dude. I'm the opposite of a chit-chatter. Here I chit-chat.
A guy
Yeah,
who's a
same
gardener.
with Cutter. Cutter hates to talk.
Oh my God.
White guy gardeners.
My Uber guy tried to talk to me. I'm like, we're wearing masks and you're looking the other way. Like, let's just accept that this is not
Just
the
wait
time.
till you get old, dude. You're gonna love a chit chat. You're gonna just stop young people in the street and ask them things. You know.
I don't know. You know what?
I don't know.
You know what? Speaking of like chit chat, you know what my favorite thing in the world is when somebody calls you don't want to talk to, and you see the missed call, and you're like, oh my God, I have to. And then like 2 days later, you're like, fine, I have to call them back. Like I like them, I just don't want to talk to them or whatever. Sometimes I don't even like them, but whatever, I have to call them back for some reason. And then you call back and you get their voicemail. Oh,
yeah,
so
it's the greatest.
What a
it's the
treat.
best.
Oh, because then it's like, I'm
then
done.
you're just like, yeah, now we've done. I've called you back once. I'm in the clear. It's all good. Great feeling.
Sometimes that to me is the signal for like, I'm never talking to you again.
Yep.
I'm just like, that was it. And then I'm like,
Yep.
hey man. And then when they see me in person one day, they might be like, oh, but I reached out. I'm like, and I called back.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
Exactly.
What else did you want me to do? There was a pandemic. That's the thing. There was a pandemic. Anything that happens now is COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use it for everything.
Speaking of COVID, so I was reading something where they used to bury people with like what they think they would want in the afterlife or like need in the afterlife. They'd want to have
my
with
people
them.
did that.
What, your people?
Yeah, the Egyptians.
I know. That's of course why I brought it up. I want to unite the world. That's what I'm trying to do, you know? That's why we're here. I was thinking the other day.
You are a man of the world.
Sometimes people might think like, oh, you're just a white kid, you're not cultured.
No.
One of my best friends' name starts with the letter Q. I'm like, I know, but there's probably people who forget it. There's extremely cultured people. They don't have a friend that starts with the letter Q.
If it's one thing I know about you is like, you know, you've just got an eye for you're an international guy. You've always been across the border, united colors of Benetton, just assimilate, be one color as a world.
Anyone could be a farmer or a gardener. Anyone could be a gardener.
Absolutely.
Or a farmer.
In my particular neighborhood, they all happen to be, Hispanic, but I'm, you know what I really like is the Japanese garden. I got a couple of these Japanese guys. They're not gardeners per se, but they take care of their own lawn, and they've got like bonsai trees.
Oh,
and
yeah.
When you see them take a walk, their hands are behind their back. You know,
Oh, yes.
they do that walk.
It's also an Italian thing in Italy. The old Italian men do that as well.
They got their slippers on, and they're just shuffling with their arms behind their back at a very slow pace, but their head just is a constant
meditative.
level. Yeah. Real solid people.
Yeah.
There was that old Joe Maniscalco. No.
Sebastian
Maniscalco joke where he's like, it's one of the, I can't tell it, you know, he does it great, but it's like, you see these people at IHOP with their kids or whatever, and the kids are running around screaming, and he's like, and then you see the Japanese family with their kid, and he's in like a tuxedo using chopsticks. You're like, what is it? Like, we had a friend, our friend is Cambodian. His kids were unreal.
Who?
The guy when we did the thing.
Oh, he had kids?
Yeah, you didn't meet them? Oh my God. This guy's kids were like,
No.
like they would just watch him, and like he would give them, you know, little like army motions on like where to go. Like it's like time to go. It's like, when they're like, when you're like a SWAT team like taking a house, he would just give them like, you know, to walk outside of a restaurant or walk and give them these motions. And they were like fucking forget it. Like I never saw
They don't have families.
Is he
they
for
have
hire?
squads.
Is he for hire?
He might be.
Can you help me?
Yeah, what's going on over there?
If he showed up and you were wearing pajama pants, panties, he might be down. He likes to get down. This guy.
You said something earlier, Jamie, and I don't. And please shut me down hard if I'm crossing the line here. But you said there's a thing with Jack. He has a thing with you.
Yeah.
Now, I automatically go to the Oedipus thing where he's like, you know, maybe he wants to engage in a relationship with his mother and kill his father. But what are you?
Not at all.
What are you talking about?
I think that The potty thing, when we tried to train him here with that lady, was like really a traumatic weekend for him. And he associates me with that completely. So I think the potty thing, because he goes fine at school completely, he will not do it at home. It's very controlling. As soon as I start to talk about it, he gets really anxious. So I thought it was that. Then we thought it was maybe sensory. And now I just feel like he's so triggered by me. And I can't really ever know what, like today I picked him up with his favorite cheeseburger and we're singing songs in the car. And I was like, and he loves to name when things are coming, like CVS is coming, the baseball field is coming. Like it's a little OCD of him. And like I, by accident, said CVS is coming. And he was like, no. And if he wasn't in his car seat, he would have come after me. And he has these outbursts fairly often. And it's really just with me. And it's really, really hard.
See, when I said earlier, that's better, and you were like, no, that's now, I actually meant it's better that it's just mommy issues than it is like sensory.
Well, yes.
Right?
And he is an angel at school, because I had his therapist go watch him at school to see if if she's picking up on anything that might be happening. And she was like, he is so bright. He is so sweet. He follows the pack. He's so great. There's something. And I don't know if it was that potty weekend, if it was something, because Lord knows I haven't been my best self this whole past year with quarantine and everything, but I'm like a really nice mom. I just lose my patience when he acts like that because I'm just so fucking tired of it.
You're an amazing mom.
Amazing mom. Well, so I reached out to a therapist because I just feel like maybe somebody could be around him a little bit and then pick up on things between us and then just tell me what he needs, because I don't know what it is.
How are him and Bo getting along?
Terrible.
Because I was going to say, go ahead. I was just going to say,
you go.
I was just going to say, from an outsider's perspective who doesn't have kids, so probably the worst perspective possible, what my brain goes to is like, why don't you just leave him alone? Like, yeah, goodbye.
I can't. I'm the only person here.
But I mean, like, make sure, like, this is what people did with kids back in the day, right? It's like, make sure he's fed and not dead. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of, like,
well, I'm going to
try
shoot
and be
this movie.
so, you always try and be, like, so perfect, and, like, you are, and you're so great. So what if you're just like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Like, peace.
Well, I did. Today, he had a fit. He was having a fit. I had to, like, throw him off my arm, like, literally. And I put him in his room, and I closed the door, and I said, I need a break. And he couldn't get the door open. And then he like jammed it himself. And I was like listening for him to like calm down. And then he came out and was like looking at me being like, I'm sorry.
And how is he with Cutter?
Not like that. Not as triggered. And he listens to Cutter quicker. When I really lose it on him and get really, really upset, he listens. But I don't like to go there. Like, I don't like to scream. He's so little. Like, I don't like to do that. It doesn't feel good, you know? But when I do that, he'll like, okay.
Yeah.
But he'll go from 1 second being like, I hate you. I don't want you to be my mommy. And then like, I'll start crying and like not talk to him. And he'll be like, I love you, mommy. And if I don't answer him, he'll be like, mommy, I love you. And I'm sitting there being like, this is a mind fuck.
He sounds like he's going to make a great YouTuber.
Are you fake crying or real crying?
Real crying, because I'm just so upset.
We used to be able to hit kids, you know, and that all stopped. And I feel like,
I mean, it worked.
It worked, you know, in the moment.
We're
and then,
evolving
like,
as a species.
later in
I
life,
get it.
they would get, you know, substance abuse problems or whatever. But like, you know, have trouble in like
they'd have
in relationships, but like,
you mean they'd had fun?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You know, I just hope he doesn't have like any sort of like adult onset like R word. You know, like I hope he doesn't get like R worded later in life, because that, you know,
what is R word?
You can't say it, but like, you know, the R word.
Is your Wi-Fi already, Emily?
Yes. Well,
yeah, you don't want to get adult onset R word, dude. It's I got some emails. No, best of luck. It sounds like it's. You know what?
Best of luck.
Best of luck. It's just.
What are you signing an autograph? All the best, Jamie.
Good to see ya.
To Jamie. All
It's
the best.
getting so
Love
hot.
cats.
I'm having internet issues. So I can't control my. This is how bad my
The
day's
heat
going.
affects your internet.
I'm dripping sweat right now.
I'm gonna go turn the AC
Really?
on because my smart home has decided to take a shit. Hey, HelloTushy. Maybe we'll run the HelloTushy ad right here.
Summer's here.
Summer's
and the living
here.
Ain't easy if you got swamp ass. So how will you stand on top of your sweaty tush? Try a refreshing spray from a HelloTushy bidet. Right, Cass?
Yeah. Look, I'm getting a little too comfortable with my HelloTushy.
How is that possible?
Every
No
time
such thing.
I'm sitting on it longer and
Yeah,
longer.
all right.
Sometimes
Oh.
in the middle of the day, it's just so funny. Since it is getting hotter, I am like going for that midday spritz, that like little refresh.
Without pooping, you just go and spray?
Just go because I think like if you are walking around long enough, hear me out. If you walk around or you work out and like and it's like 2-3 p.m. and you're sweating, it's like you've got to do something
Wow.
about it, you know? And just
Wow.
because there's you didn't poop doesn't mean that it's not nasty down there. So I suggest
Well, the
where are my 3 p.m.
HelloTushy.
spritz guys at?
Okay.
Leave me in the
well,
comments.
we've talked a lot
Jamie,
about
let
that.
him
So now
finish.
no, I mean, we've talked a lot about your midday swamp baths. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Okay, all right.
So HelloTushy 3.0 will clean your soggy butt like a champ, but it doesn't stop there. It also cleans itself. This is my favorite part with the Smart Spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Amazing.
how do you defeat the swamp ass, Rob?
If you want to be like Cassim and defeat your swamp ass, go to hellotushy.com/pajama and you get 10% off plus free shipping. That's incredible. This is a special offer for our listeners only at hellotushy.com/pajama for 10% off. hellotushy.com/pajama.
Shout out to my midday spritz boys.
So Jamie-Lynn, what I was saying was, as I was researching Kassim's ancestors and realizing they like to be buried with what they want in the afterlife. I was going down the
My
rabbit
God,
hole
we
'cause,
totally
yeah.
forgot that.
So what if you were getting buried?
Mm-hmm.
God forbid. I'd be crying. Jack would be laughing and fist pumping. But if you were getting buried,
1000%.
what would you want in them to put in your casket if you thought that like you were bringing this to the afterlife?
Like I'd want it with me in the afterlife.
Right. But then my question would be like, but in the afterlife, don't you
picture.
think you have don't you have everything? But I don't know. It's very confusing.
I want like a picture of my family or like an album.
with Jack not in it. With Jack not in it.
Jack is maybe not going to make it.
Wait, what does she want to be buried with?
A picture.
A family
of her.
photo album.
Yeah. I want like a fucking needle with some
Fucking jewelry or some shit. Like,
Oh, you're thinking like survivor shit?
no, just
A
like
needle.
Here's what
What the needle was not to survive. I'm not vaccinating myself in the afterlife.
my
What do you
people
need
would
a
do
needle
this.
for?
some H.
The
I'm ready to
Egyptians
fucking-
they'd bury
Oh,
themselves
oh.
with things that they wanted to have in the afterlife. Like they bury
what I
their
said.
pets. They would mummy their pets up, so they would have their pets.
Oh, that's good.
I could just mummy my dog. I'd like to have something I could
just
barter with.
I would mummy my daddy.
You'd mummy your daddy. Yeah, it's so cute. See, it's a play on words.
That made me happy.
It was good. It was really good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I guess a photo. If you were thinking maybe they would come to life from the photo, that's a good answer. But otherwise, you're gonna
No,
be.
I wasn't
You're gonna
thinking
be
that.
in heaven or hell with like a picture frame where everyone else is gonna have their dogs and fucking gold and all this fun stuff, and you're just gonna be sitting there with
An
your
iPhone? It'd be dope to have an iPhone up there if they have Wi-Fi,
damn.
right? And then you could fucking be like, you happy I'm gone now, Jack? You text them a little bit, you taunt them.
Yeah, could you imagine you got everything you wanted except you had to have a phone for Wi-Fi? You could just like
do you mean?
instantly have anything you could imagine, but you had to have a phone to have access to the internet in heaven instead of having it in. This is a terrible bit. What?
I didn't even smoke yet. I'm so confused.
No, it's not a good.
It's kind of like sometimes how you people
funny.
live.
Welcome to Kasim's Sauna podcast.
It's too hot.
It is so hot in here, yo. Hold on, I got to show you. I'm probably wet. I bet my hair is wet. Look at this.
That's the worst feeling.
And people would be like, "Oh, take your hoodie off, then, stupid." I got nothing under it.
It's like you guys would.
No, we were so soft. We were saying
You have to have access.
your shirt
to
would
the
be
internet.
soaking wet.
Yeah.
You'd have everything, but you still need the phone to access the internet, which would be silly. That'd be crazy.
What do you mean you have everything? You mean everything that's on the internet?
No, you could just have it. You could have everything, but like
anything you ever wanted.
But if you wanted to Google something, you'd have to have your phone to connect.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
I'm glad I did another couple laps there.
Yeah, it was worth it.
I'd definitely bury my doggy, and I'd probably have a couple comic books, some of the valuable comic books, and maybe a couple porno tapes.
I was gonna smoke in the middle of this podcast. It's so hot. I don't think I'd enjoy it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
It's blasting, dude.
So now
I'm blasting it.
Now I just got to go with, because I had some questions that I was saving for if we smoked, but I'm not going to smoke. Jamie already did.
So you're going to save them for next
No,
time?
no. I'm just going to ask them right now.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just find more. If you could have, I love this question, if we were high, but if you could shrink any animal down to the size of like a house pet and you could have it in your house as a pet, what animal would you pick?
Ooh. I'll tell you straight up, I'd have a giraffe.
That's what mine was, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Swear
Like
to
a
fucking
panda.
God, dude.
Swear. A panda you'd want? That's good. That's good.
How fucking cute would a little giraffe be on the coffee table?
Not even that, but like when he puts his neck on your neck, like
A
coming in
little
for a
giraffe
little,
on the coffee table.
yeah, coming in for a little snug.
No,
Okay.
they'd be so clumsy. They'd knock shit over. No, not a good idea.
I have a ton of clumsy friends, and they're not as cute as giraffes, and I'm still friends with them.
Also, giraffes are just, and I've maybe said this before, but they're just like of the sexiest of animals. Like they've got the long eyelashes and that big long black tongue. So
That's right. You always wanted to go to Toys R Us, and your parents were like, "We don't even get him anything. He just loves standing outside.
give me those Jeffrey dollars."
He loves standing outside looking at the sign."
Yeah, no, but I would want a female giraffe, obviously. But like I do when I go to the zoo, I do the thing where you give lettuce. I get the heat. You feed the giraffes lettuce.
Yo, it is so hot, Jamie-Lynn. I feel like
I'm on no sleep,
window
dude.
you can open?
I got the AC.
Yeah,
pumping.
it's 90 degrees outside.
But this is my office is where every piece of electronics is in the house, so it's like 5 to 10 degrees hotter in here than it is.
The air is hot and filled with dog
You
hair.
should go walk in the.
I hope people know. I hope people know how much I love doing this pod.
No, I vacuumed. We had an earthquake like an hour ago. Did you feel it?
No.
Oh, it was a good one too. Shook me right up.
I must have been rubber in the car. I must have been rubber on the ground, right?
Yeah,
Or
it was a 3.4.
That's lightning, right?
Yeah. Jamie, would you rather have earthquakes again or the possibility of hurricanes over there? What do you guys got? Tornadoes?
Nothing.
Nothing here.
They're out of
We
Tornado
just have
Alley.
crazy lightning storms.
I love
Crazy.
that.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
that?
send Gabby a video to put up of the lightning storm.
Oh, because
It literally was like this, like it looked like sparklers through the sky, and it was an hour long. It was amazing with the
sounds
craziest
fucking
thunder.
dangerous.
I love lightning, dude. Love.
I did not know that
bro.
about you. Did not know that
I
you
love
love
severe weather. I really do. Not in here,
I
like
do
right
not.
now.
I do not like an earthquake. Like, no. I do not like the feeling of it. Anytime I felt them, it really was unsettling to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around for an earthquake. I'd much rather be in an
earthquake is a great
rainstorm.
Yeah, it's a great reminder of how, like, you think like you're in this solid house, it's like, oh, look at this wood, and then on top of the wood there's like, there's nails in the wood, and then it's painted, but this shit'll come down so fast if there's a big enough earthquake. But to your thing, I've always had a fantasy about like seeing like we're talking severe weather.
Tornado chasing?
I'd love to see a tornado from like a safe distance.
Yeah.
Like a big
Universal.
F5, like in Twister the movie, the finger of God. I'd love to see a big old mile wide son of gun just cruising around. But I'm like, in one of those little those armored cars that they make for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie Twister, dude, tapped into something. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
He passed away?
Yeah, man. All we got is the Bill Pullman right now. And who knows how he's doing?
We were talking about like that whole phone thing that you had earlier, which was crazy. I don't know where.
Yeah, it's like you can get anything you want, like ice cream, but like, and you go, oh, let me Google something, and they'd be like, oh, well, did you get buried with your iPhone? Because you got to connect to the Wi-Fi, and you're like, oh, this is heaven.
So basically, it's a joke on the Egyptians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there one thing that you could think of that you wish your phone did that it didn't? Like where you're like,
yeah, I wish I could
like know when to just recharge.
Yeah,
or just how about not have to recharge, right? Like,
oh, you're even going that far. I'd be cool if like I needed juice on my phone and then you just touched your phone to my phone and just took a little bit of your juice, suck the juice.
I don't want to give you my.
Give me your juice.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm dying over here. My phone's on 1%. I need your juice. Just touch it.
So you should have buried yourself with a charger.
Yeah. See, now you're getting it.
Yeah, I got it. I think.
Now you're getting it.
I think I did. I think I got it.
I got some long emails if you guys want to bear with me while I read out loud.
Yes, but also how amazing are phones that like we can't think of something we wanted to do that like it doesn't do. I was reading a thing where it was like,
yeah, it's a good point.
If you take your iPhone now on a road trip, the car that you would have needed to pack everything that's in that phone, it doesn't exist. Like you could have the biggest tractor trailer in the world and it just wouldn't fit. Like if you just think about like the books alone or like the maps or the this or the whatever.
Did you guys, when the iPhone came out, were you guys sold on it right away or did like somebody?
No, it was BBM.
Yeah, loved my BlackBerry.
Yeah, you guys are, I should have known you guys were BlackBerry people. I was so on top of the iPhone thing that 6 months before it came out, like Steve Jobs had a keynote presentation and I watched that shit live. And so I knew that Apple was gonna have a phone coming out. And I was so pumped about it. Every day I'd go online and go on like the Apple message boards and be like, what are you guys gonna do with your and like I made sure that I had the days off.
Completely change your world.
I'm so
like, I have a disease
at all. I have a disease where I need to have the thing only things that click with me. Like I'm not like like these new fucking Samsung foldable phones. They could go suck one, dude. I don't need one of those. But like when the iPhone came out, I could just see that it was marrying all these things that I've always wanted. Yeah. And I got the day off and I waited overnight at an AT&T store. And I like put it was my girlfriend's birthday the next day. Everyone wanted to go camping. That's how fucking selfish I am. I was like, no, sorry guys, I got to get this iPhone. I've been looking forward to this for 6 months. Everyone's like, yeah, we want to go camping. I'm like, yeah, I can't. Maybe I'll meet you out.
This is before Jamie gave you that $350 a session therapist.
This is before that.
This is old selfish Cassim, you know.
And so, yeah. And to this day, I still feel like I made the right decision. But like, sure. yeah, the iPhone came out and I remember like that day, like it was there was no app store. It was the slowest thing, but it was so far ahead of any other phone. It was a baby
computer in your hand.
I was so like, I would just go on the maps and be like, oh, wow. Like, this, I can like satellite pinch. I remember going like satellite view, pinch in and just do what you could do on a computer.
This makes me think of, I was recently, God, I wish I knew exactly what it was, but Bo and I were watching an older movie like Space Jam or something. And he was like asking about the way a cell phone looked or something. And like, I started being like, yeah, when I was young, like, I think it was like, we didn't have YouTube and all these videos. Like you had to watch what was on television. There was no DVR. Yeah. You just had to like see what was, you had to, if you knew something was going to be on, you were going to be home and make sure you were there to watch it. And I was like, oh shit. Like I'm already in that stage of my life where I can see how drastically different things are for my kid than it was for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Analog childhood, digital adulthood is kind of how I grew up, how we grew up, right? It was like pre-cell phone. It was the internet.
I'm actually so glad we came up in that time. It was kind of cool to have a little bit of a memory of when you weren't so connected to things and people all the time.
We're the last of the generation of people who remembered what it was like to not have the internet.
We were happier, weren't we?
Oh, for sure. Christina P was talking about how she was watching like that Soleil Moon Fry documentary about like on Hulu, like the 90s kid.
Denny's menu item or like what is?
No, Soleil Moon Fry was Punky Brewster.
Oh, is that her name?
And she was saying like you watch these people in the 90s and it was like when they weren't doing anything, they were just kind of like staring off into space or like you were really like.
They're in their world.
Yeah, and like you were like wondering about light, and like when the camera would go to them, they weren't like, "Oh my God, do I look like worried about the way they looked or this?" Like it was just kind of like they looked at the camera the same way you look at like a stranger or like it was just now when you point a camera at people, they're like, "Oh my God," like especially people who like have a following or whatever. Like it's like no, I need like I've got to make sure I'm perfect right now, and like this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what if I wasn't online, like before on like the internet happened and like we started fucking around with AOL chat rooms and like trading nudes with probably other dudes, it was just I was playing video games as much as possible. So even before the internet, I was still glued to some sort of screen, computer screen or TV screen and playing video games. I've always kind of been addicted to that, just like I gotta have screens. Like you walk into my house, in my office at any moment, there's like 3 to 4 screens going at once.
But now you see kids like running around the schoolyard, and like half the kids in the schoolyard are on their phones, like high school.
Yeah,
shit like that.
I
That's
haven't been
crazy.
near a schoolyard, but I did see something where somebody filmed their last day in high school. I'm like, I'm wondering what you've been up to. There's a home video from like the 90s. Somebody filmed their last day in high school. It was like 1999 or 98 or something.
That's when I graduated.
Yeah,
99.
And it's just this like time capsule of what people were wearing. Like one person brought a video camera, and then that person, like everyone's like, "Ooh, look, like a video camera," like they'd see the guy and be like, like they'd do, like, they'd have to act for the camera or do something because like, oh, whoa, like that's gonna be there forever. But now you walk around with like your phone, people are just like talking as loud, FaceTiming and like in public, and it's so different. But obviously everything's gonna change. But the the thing I really liked is like the style that was so distinctly 90s. It's like for sure back now. I see what I saw kids wearing in that video. I see like people wearing now,
for sure,
like, kind of baggy, like windbreakers, high-waisted jeans.
Yeah,
I'm kind of here for it. But guys like you just stay level, classic hairstyle. What you wear is just going to carry you through every
Rob's
decade.
has had a couple of hairstyles.
My hair is always changing because I just don't care.
I'm just you right now. Yeah, I've seen the
you
photos
need a trim?
of you doing.
Do I? I don't.
Are you waiting
you
to
still
come
cut it
see me in
yourself?
Austin for a trim?
Yeah, yeah. I need Jamie-Lynn.
One of our most viewed Instagram videos.
Wait, okay. So I'm happy you brought the whole thing up about you waiting outside for the iPhone because
I still have it, by the way.
It brought up like a thing I want to know, which is, have you guys ever had a friend who you were like so close friends, everything, and you found out one thing about them and you were like, ugh, like it just made you look at them differently, or even like the most disappointed you were amongst us as friends? Because I could tell you with me and Kasim, when he told me for the first time that he still waits outside of the fucking Apple store for hours in line with people when the iPhones come out, it really made me look at him differently.
Yeah.
Like it kind of hurt. I took it kind of personal. Like I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. Like,
I know that. But here's the thing with me is I know.
And
I'll still go do it.
And it's like, wow, what's the difference between the 9X and the 10B? It's like, nothing really. Like
that's what I'm telling you. So there's something wrong with me. I have a disease where I really have like big FOMO. Like I have a fear of not getting the thing, And when I latch on to something, I'll do whatever I need to do to get it. Like I was that way with the iPhone. I was that way with like a Sega Genesis. I was that way with a Dreamcast. Like it's all like sometimes in a day, it'll be all I could think about, and I'll just look forward to like going home and just like going on the internet and researching that one thing. I narrow in. I fucking put my tractor beam and narrow in on one thing until I know everything about it. and these aren't important things, by the way. Like these things
This
are
is
like
what is
UFOs,
life is like when you don't have
Bigfoot.
kids.
That's what it is. Yeah, I just don't have like, and I think that's part of why I really do want to have kids, because something's inside me that's like, dude, you can't be the star of your own music video forever. Like you can. You're good. You can't. You're
You just
gonna
become
need
a sad clown.
You got to be an extra, and your kids are gonna have to be front and center.
I love how Jamie's telling us you become sad. She's like suicidal right now,
Jamie,
and
do
me and
wanna
you
talk?
are chilling. Like the fact that it's 90 degrees in here is the worst thing that's happened to us in years.
My
And
dining
Jamie's
table has like 40 comics on it right now. Like imagine having a kid that never.
Gabby, throw up this photo. When I walked in, it's like he was trying to dry up every vagina in California.
Oh my gosh.
The entire table is like organized with comic books with like the cardboard backing. And by the way, it's like you expect to see like, oh, Spider-Man and Batman. No, it's like
Well,
the kid with 3 eyes, like, you know, or like what? It's like
Does that sound interesting?
It's like shovel foot. Like, you're like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Shovel foot.
That's up there with pickle walls.
Yeah,
Dude, that's.
you wait till you see his table. I'm not making it up.
Well, look, it's Wednesday and comics come out on Wednesday, so I went to the comic book shop.
Do you
and got
buy
my,
comics every Wednesday?
Yeah, I have a pull list, and so you tell the comic book store, you know, hey, I want a box with you guys, and these are the comics I want. Every Wednesday, you go and you pick them up. And
Do they come out new every week, like a newspaper?
Yeah, but like if I have like 40 different comic books I'm subscribed to, so like maybe on Wednesday there'll be like 5 or 6 or 7 or 10. Today was a big day.
Jamie's hoping that water will somehow make her vagina wet again
No.
because it is so dry.
No.
I don't care anymore.
No.
Yeah, done.
I don't care. I enjoy it. I think it's fine. And
No, I like it too. It's just fun to make fun of.
you like, dude. I know you're.
I
Kind of
think
a
it's
Marvel
so
head, dude.
cool to have like something that gets you excited, like an interest that makes you really happy. I think that's so cool. I don't have one. I really would love one. I feel like mine is watching Bravo.
I think
Is that because they're watching Jack?
you just like to get high and watch, because you need, like, you don't ever get to sit down. So like your hobby is sitting down, you know, like, can you get high?
I did take a 45-minute nap today though, because I wasn't feeling well. And that was really nice.
You
Yeah.
know
What do you
what's
do to the kids? Like chain them up?
No,
Like,
they were
put
in
them on a
camp.
leash? Yeah.
No, Jack could just break through chains at this point. The
Totally.
crazy thing is, it's like Jamie looks at like, I want to get a job so I can go relax. Where for me, I'm like, I don't want to get a job because I'm so chilled out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get stuck in a job
Yeah.
doing a job. Wow. Woof. I
I'm,
wish we were smoking weed for that one because
dude, you just blew your own mind.
I just blew my own mind, dude.
Fuck.
Should we get that email going?
Hi,
Yeah,
Edo.
Hello. Hi guys, I love pajama pants, and when I heard that Jamie was moving to Texas, I was sad, but it seems to be working out. Good job, guys. Jamie, I hope things are going well for you and your boys.
Spoiler alert.
I'm a special needs teacher.
I need to hear
And I
this.
remember the day we turned Jack away.
I'm a special needs teacher, and I have got really invested in your new journey with your youngest son. I'm sure he is surrounded by love and patience.
I'm trying.
Well, no, that's true. And that you're providing him with the best support possible. Anyway, I wanted to share some dating app stories. Remember last week we asked folks for their dating app
Damn it. I
stories.
thought this was going to be advice for me.
Well, who knows?
You got
Okay.
my advice wasn't, I mean,
True.
leave him alone.
Chain that fucker up, dude. I wanted to share some dating app stories with you. I met my second and final husband on an app. Over 10 years ago, I was going through a divorce and had lost over 100 pounds, and my goal was to pillage a village and be a total cum dumpster. And that's what I did. My now husband was one of these dudes, and he just happened to stick. In my slut journey, I hooked up with a lot of guys, and I made it known as to what my goal was. One night, I was chatting with this guy, and we had our webcams on. We were talking for about a half an hour, and we started talking about him coming to my apartment. I was about to give him my address when I noticed something. Motherfucker had no teeth. I can't remember if I asked or if he brought it up, but he said he didn't have good dental care, and that was why he had 0 teeth. I just left the conversation, and I turned off my computer. I was so irked. I'm sorry if I offended anyone who has no teeth, but I just couldn't do it. Love all 3 of you. I'm really hoping that a podcast is done soon from Jamie's house with both of the boys visiting. Sincerely, Big slutty cum dumpster. PS-
By the way, I get it. Like some people, don't offend these people. Don't offend these people. If you have no teeth,
yeah.
I'm not worried about your feelings. I'm just not. Like, it's okay to offend somebody with no teeth. That's where I am. That's where I'm at. No teeth. If you have one tooth, I care about your feelings. Once you go to none, I'm out.
It's really...
It's a real serious level of irresponsibility.
To get to have no teeth...
If you're above 18 months and have no teeth, I don't care about your feelings.
Unless you were in like a really bad accident or you just played a lot of hockey with no helmet. Also, you know what
I don't know feeling.
You know what else I saw? I saw like some documentary, but they were just following a bunch of people that there was like some sugar documentary, and they showed these people that drink like all this Mountain Dew a day.
Yeah,
but
R-word.
Yeah, a bunch of R-worded guys that drink like like a bathtub level amount of Mountain Dew, and they smiled, and their shit was like, it was almost. You would be better to have no teeth than what I saw. You know,
Mountain Dew is synonymous with R-word.
Mountain Dew, it is. Adam Carolla called it the nectar of the tards, T's. And
we're calling them R's and T's now?
Yeah.
They're just getting all the letters.
Nectar of the T's. And so,
Whoa.
Yeah, there's something about Mountain Dew. You could just put like a bicycle chain in it and it would just like clean it right up, you know? Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Degrease stuff.
You got a penny from 1919,
terrible.
Throw it in there. It looks like a fucking 2021 penny.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. And but you sounded kind of fun when you were going through your slutty phase.
But I wonder, I would love to know if after losing the 100 pounds, she had all the like loose skin, because not the hottest thing sometimes.
Well,
listen.
Okay, yeah, that's an honest statement.
Way to go for losing 100 pounds. I'm saying.
I was gonna say, but that's a big deal to lose 100 pounds.
Oh my God, it's incredible. But then I remember the first time I saw like one of those fake, what did they call those fake magazines? Not the Inquirer, but like the real crazy
Weekly
ones.
World News.
Yeah, Weekly World News. It was like, man.
I bought those at the store. Whenever.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was like, man loses 900 pounds, and then there was a picture of him holding all of his skin, and it was still attached to his belly. So sorry, you were a very sweet fan. I just thought about that when I heard the.
You might be thinking of a different one. Weekly World News had like Bat Boy on.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
That was the same one. Yeah, and it was like, oh, he was in a box for 7 years. Like Bat Boy, the way Bat Boy came out was somebody went in their attic and opened up a box, and Bat Boy came out. It was like, oh, we had this house for 12 years and like never looked in there.
Yeah.
And it was like him, like the cover.
Photos of like Bill Clinton like shaking hands with an alien. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like never before seen.
Holding its own skin.
They made a deal.
I would love to see a documentary on the office of the people that wrote that.
That's good.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite
group of characters you had back there.
Oh.
Like, were they think they were in on the joke? Were they crazy? Like, what was it like?
Let's make a movie, babe.
Dude, in Men in Black,
we all three could play people.
Yes, let's give you some time away from those fucking kids. Play Batgirl, little Batgirl.
Oh, I don't know. Make me the crazy bitch that writes. I don't know. Give me a column.
There's
You got it, dude.
What was? But yeah, no teeth. Are you kidding me? If I'm at the point in this app, because one of the first girls I ever went on a date with had messed up teeth in these apps. If I don't see a picture of a girl smiling, I'm on to the next one. Like I can't even. I'm sorry. I don't. And listen, I know I'm not fucking perfect. I'm a mess, but I'm just saying it's what I don't want to waste anyone.
Is there a teeth filter?
No, but I have. It should be. There should be something. But then, how do you even like? What did it? You go by color, amount of teeth. What do you? You know. Yeah, imagine they made you pick the tooth you accept this and above. Like, you know how when you go to the dentist and they're like, oh, which white one do you want the tooth to look like?
He's like, oh, here are 3.5. Sorry, can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, so no, it's like, oh, you're an autumn sunset, you know? Like I got to switch off.
This one's more dating app talk. Hey guys, greetings from Connecticut. Cranky veteran here who looks forward to laughing with you every week. I was laughing listening to Rob talk about Bumble. I received an intro last week from a random girl that said, hey, I heard the cure for COVID-19 is for you to spit in my mouth.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
She's
lie.
Cured. Yeah, not gonna lie, I responded, I like the different approach.
Yes.
Anyways, that's the crazier opener I've had so far. Huge fan of the pod and all three of your careers. Cast them going deep as well as everything Jamie-Lynn and Rob have done. # I stand with Rob. Keep making a difference. Love you guys.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Oh,
Thank you
I,
for
by the
your
way,
service,
keep
Mark.
getting so many Jamie-Lees on my Instagrams now, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love when I see
on,
them
dude.
pop up. It makes
It's
me
catching
laugh.
on.
Dude,
It
I'm
literally feels like a secret society. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just, I'm like, oh, okay, you're that type of fan of me, or like, oh, that's how you like. That's where you're
it's
like
a good way
with
to
me.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Organize them by inside
By
joke.
if they call me Jamie-Lee, exactly.
This one comes from Shelby. Now she's attached photos of screenshots that she's gotten from men. So Gabby, throw these up.
Yeah.
Hi PJ Pants crew. You asked, so I will deliver. I've attached some screenshots from my times on Tinder.
Oh, what a sweetheart. Thanks,
Are you
Shelby.
able to show me this?
We'll read them to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This first one may be my favorite message I've ever received. And it says, I'd lick whipped cream off your asshole. You're that pretty.
All right.
So that's
romantic.
That's one way, dude. That's one way. I bet you out of this is like a numbers game. Out of 1,000 times he's done that, he's gotten a couple girls.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, for sure.
Especially at like fucking 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Jamie, is there any guy when you were single who was good looking enough or you wanted him so much that just one text that said, I'd lick whipped cream off your asshole? Why do we both have a problem saying that line?
Because it's disgusting and not our style. It's too blue.
I just lick straight asshole, dude. I don't need no
Clearly
whipped
you
cream,
guys did not
fucking
write that.
puss. What did was there any guy who, if he texted that to you, you'd be like, you know what, fuck it, like I want a fun night?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, dude!
Up top, brother.
Sometimes we crack the case on this podcast. Had that ever happened to you where like some dude just hit you up and was like, because there is a thing in Hollywood where it's like, you know, the DiCaprio caliber guys will literally just reach out to managers, have his manager reach out to another manager and be like, Leo wants to go on a date with this girl, like go on a date, bang, adios. And I'm saying Leo caliber. I'm not saying technically Leo, even though, you know, it's him.
Yeah. What are you asking me?
Has that ever happened to you where like some dude was just like, where you got a call like, or even through a friend where it was like, hey, this dude just wants to like bang you silly? No. That's how you met Cutter, kind of.
Have you ever had to sign an NDA before you went on a date with someone?
No.
Do you know any girls who have?
No.
Do you know any girls who banged Jeter and got the like care package?
Oh,
No,
explain.
my friend was his girlfriend for a long time.
Oh, well, explain. Well, maybe she got a lot of care packages.
Yeah, maybe she got a care package. So there was a saying, there was a thing, again, a rumor allegedly. I don't want to don't listen to anything we say.
This is all allegedly.
Yeah, that he would, after he would leave a girl, he would say like, oh, the driver's downstairs. And when they would get, this was in like the Post or something. They allegedly, I don't remember.
This was not in the Weekly World News.
And when they got in the car to leave, there would be like a care package. And it was like, you know, a fucking Crunch bar and like a bottle of water and like a
Crunch bar.
I don't know,
Nestle
whatever.
Crunch bar.
yeah, something. And then there was
It actually tastes good.
yeah, there was some like Visine maybe. There was like a couple of things that he gave them, you know, where it was like, hey, way to go, champ, like that. That kind, and like, you know, the rumors became like, oh, there was an autographed baseball. They really did. I think it might have, we should look up that article.
It was like a piece of second base framed up.
his jersey from the game. Jamie, can you Google real quick?
Derek Jeter care package.
Yeah, why don't you do a little bit of work over there, okay? Looking at your goddamn toes or something.
How's your tummy, Emily?
She's sick.
No,
guys.
I'm peeling paint off the chair.
How's your belly?
It's peeling paint. Fuck.
How's your belly, Emily?
I lost her when
It's
I
a
started
little
going
better.
off about the heaven and the Wi-Fi. That's where she started doing it.
Yeah, and half of our viewers as
Please
well.
come
babe.
back to me, guys. Please come back.
Come back to me, please. If anybody knows what
Jeter
that's
care
from,
package.
you're me and you for life.
Derek Jeter gives every woman he hooks up with a basket of autographed Yankee swag. This is what this one says it is.
Where is that from? www.
This is from businessinsider.com.
Oh, that's
legit.
Oh, but it says Jeter not only wines and dines his lady, but he sends them home with a basket of autographed Yankee swag, according to the New York Post. Derek has girls stay with him in his apartment in New York, and then he gets them a car to take them home the next day. Waiting in his car is a gift basket containing signed Jeter memorabilia, usually a signed baseball. That's nice.
That's
Apparently he's
pretty
very
cool.
shy and has cocktails at home. I used to live in the same building as him.
Jamie-Lynn, let's say you met him in the elevator,
How
you
many
got
signed
fucked,
baseballs did you
and
get?
then he gives you a fucking care package. And like, okay, all seriousness, you bang a big baseball player, right? Right now, let's say Bryce Harper. Bang him.
Okay.
And then he lets you out, you get in the car, you're going home, and there's a fucking care package with autographed stuff. What goes through your head?
Ew.
Here's a better
This
question.
is fucking weird.
Well, you know, girls who bang Cassim get a first edition Shovel Boy.
That's what I was gonna ask you. If you were that guy, had your assistant to make sure every girl you hooked up with got a gift basket, what would be in your
that
gift
is so good. That is so good.
That's a great one.
Water. First thing, water.
Poland Springs?
Yeah. Oh, anything really. That's just
Or
the
some
easiest.
Erewhon stuff. Some Erewhon stuff.
No, I'm
Yeah.
I mean, the way I throw dick around these days, I could give Air One out. The way I was throwing dick around 10 years ago, they're getting key food shit, son. They're getting fucking Kroger's up in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to the dollar store for their shit.
So they're getting
Wait,
some
what is it,
Poland
water?
Springs. Yeah.
Water.
Some of that
You know
Whole
what would be
Foods chicken
real
breast?
nice? A nice, like New York style, nice bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Okay.
A couple ketchup packets.
That's a couple ketchup packets.
Maybe a dirty water dog.
In case you want to sauce it.
No,
What
what's
else?
a Rob Now care package?
Well, I'm seriously, a bacon, egg, and cheese I think is great. Because not all girls are like me where they just fucking eat.
What about some bamboo shorts? Some sleep shorts?
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah. Some bamboo shirt. You might be better at this than me.
Yeah.
Rob always shows up with his own gift bag. Like every time I see him, he's got an Erewhon brown bag, and in it is this Poland Springs water. Sometimes it's a gift for me. So it's like he's like Pavlovian. Got me into like every time he holds a bag that I think I could have like a treat in there, you know?
No, we didn't even talk about this. I came over to your place this weekend to hang out. I didn't bring a bag because we weren't doing the pod. I didn't have my book and my headphones and shit.
Yeah, you brought your own water.
Well, yeah, I brought a bottle of water, but that's for like because the fucking car ride can be 45 minutes and the heat in
This
fucking
guy
LA.
doesn't go anywhere without his own bottle of water.
No,
No.
that's why I give it to the lady after we bang. I'm like, hey, you
Yeah.
need that. And then I'd be so cheap that if she took a water from my apartment and I saw it, I'd call ahead to the driver and be like, hey, grab that water out of the bag.
Yeah.
She already got one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What else? What would you give?
Well, I mean, everyone used to know me on YouTube as like the guy who wore wolf shirts, which is so cool, like such a cool. I'd probably have a signed autographed wolf shirt.
So that's something you would want. That's nice.
I don't want. I have so many, and then I'd probably throw like a pretty cheap comic book. You know, I got a lot, and then I'd also probably put in like maybe some old frames.
Oh, you know what would be good? Like you have a Cassim comic book of like the night before, like you do the same thing with them every night, and you have it the night before, and you're just like, put your name here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we went to have sushi, and like, bang, zoom. You know,
Or
A
it'd be
guest
like-
book?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
a pamphlet of like it would say like you've just slept with Cassim. Now what? You know,
and maybe
it
a
would-
number to a therapist.
Yeah. You'd have a number of therapists.
Would you fill
like-
out this page to put in his scrapbook?
Yeah, or
a
like
little about
like
what you did.
one of those a bumper stickers that was like, "How's my driving?" It was like, "How was my fucking?" You know, what? Call 1-800-CASS, man. G.
Yeah, I'm the cast man. And yeah, that'd probably be in there. I'd probably throw in some nice cozy socks. You know, something comfortable.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. A hoodie would be from me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hoodie. I'm
Of
a
course,
big
a
hoodie
hoodie.
guy. Well, maybe a hat. I'm always wearing hats. What about you, Jamie-Lynn?
I wish we had pajama pants.
What would I
merch in,
leave a
'cause we'd throw
guy?
in those hoodies.
I
Yeah.
would leave a guy.
We do. And look at it- and look at us this time.
A big bottle of water.
Yeah.
Some like Tylenol or Advil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 'Cause you
Um,
probably had to get wasted to bang a old
like
mom.
a Kind bar and like an
Yeah.
apple, and then a big chocolate chip cookie.
What would be that
That's
vanity
nice.
thing? Like, what about a signed Maxim? You know, like
No.
I got to get you to sign these Maxims I
I'll
have.
sign my PJ panties.
What about a vial of blood from one of the cuts Jack gave you that week?
Right. What I want to, yeah,
Go
Jack's
Billy Bob
dirty
Thornton
diapers.
on him.
Damn, dude.
All right, what's the next screenshot from this wonderful lady?
Oh yeah, we're still so the second one was probably my last straw with Tinder and have not been on since. It says, "Good morning, God, you have a nice body and great boobs." and eyes and a sexy smile. #boner.
Is it just me, or do you kind of want to see this chick now?
Yeah. This is great. This is a great indirect way of her saying she's
boner.
hot.
The third one makes me laugh.
Third one makes me laugh. It's a photo from him, and it says, "Wanna lick my dicky?" And she says, "I'm good, thanks." "Biggest you ever seen?" And she said, "I'm scared of dicks." Okay.
I'm scared of big dicks, which makes me want to see pictures of her even more.
I'm scared of big dicks.
Yeah.
So
Who
relatable.
is this lady?
We've got to get. I got to get you a number.
Shall we?
Fourth may actually be the weirdest message I've ever received. It says, "Hey, if I said you had a beautiful body, would you consider getting a lip ring and gauges in your ears so I can actually tell how attractive you are?" And she says, no. "Well, no worries. You would look attractive either way. Just wanted to say hello." And what looks to be like some sort of image of a bear, a grizzly bear waving, but it's cut off. So
you know why? What makes me think this woman, like some of this stuff makes me think she's hot, but some of the red flags is that she responds to these, like the
I would
gauge
see
thing.
sometimes.
No. But she was.
she licks her finger.
Yeah, she just said no. Like it was like, "Hey, would you get gauges in your ears and lips and eye?" Like that's like either. Like you're either gonna go crazy with that or you're gonna leave it alone. She just wrote, "No, I won't." Like she's really having a conversation there.
It's really amazing to me that some guys they must just be firing off a million of these and then just
100%.
I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. And this last one says, her comment is, this last one is one of my thirst openings that I did when I was feeling sassy.
Whoa!
I.e. been drinking some wine.
I love Shelby.
And she says, "You want to bench press this thick bitch?"
Whoa, Shelby.
And she, there's no response to it. But maybe she just screen capped it.
Well, it was from today.
Yeah,
it says today at 2:35 p.m.
Gosh.
We'll insert these. Gabby's going to be working hard this week.
So. Dude, damn. Yeah, she sounds like a real treat.
Want to bench press this thick bitch?
And thick was spelled with the 3 C's.
Yeah,
With
send
the 3 C's.
Shelby,
Bitch,
yeah,
bitch,
THICCC.
Send us a full body so we can see kind of what you're working with here, and we'll put it on the pod.
Thick, not bitch, Jamie-Lynn. Thick was spelled with 3 C's.
Gosh, man.
Oh, thick. Got it.
Yeah, I'm so sick of these dating apps and I never saw Eat, Pray, Love, but I imagine just like every girl thinks she's Eat, Pray, Love. Like I feel like she like
understand the reference.
Like I don't really know either, but I think it's like I want to go to like every city and have a coffee and a croissant and like or like whatever their bread is, you know. I go to France.
I want bread right now.
Yeah, so like I want to go to France, have a croissant. I want to go to New York and have a bagel, and I want to and like the coffee just keeps getting smaller until she's in like fucking Italy drinking out of like a thimble. You know what I mean? Like it just makes me so like I'm not exaggerating at all. When I say 9 out of 10 girls on their thing, it's like, I just love to travel. Like, it's like, okay. Like, every single girl, I love traveling, I love dogs. I love traveling, I love dogs. I love traveling, I love dogs, I love adventures.
Well, I think traveling, it's not even if they necessarily love it. It just makes you seem like a person that is easygoing. I find people that love to travel are easygoing because they have to like constantly adapt. Do you know what I'm saying?
What are you saying about me, Jamie-Lynn?
Yeah,
you're not.
What's this guy?
You trying to say me and Jack have a lot in common?
No.
I think it's okay as long as like it's not every photo you throw up. You know, you put up it's like not you. I want to see just a regular photo of you, not on top of Machu Picchu. Not like with the Eiffel Tower in the background. No. I just want a regular. I don't want to see your friends.
No, okay? Especially when they're hotter than you.
I don't want to see.
Terrible idea.
Classic fucking Gorillas in the Mist shit, dude. They spread them all out, put all your friends in, and then it's like, I don't get it. You know, there's always a hotter one, and then you always get the guy that's like, well, what's that girl up? You're always gonna get that comment, like, who's your friend?
You know what photo they should start showing is like, you know when you go to the dentist and they put that thing in your mouth that makes your gums.
The whitener?
Yeah.
No. Like it makes your gums
spreads you. There's like a board game that people put it in, and they have to.
Don't they have those for your pussy too?
It was like on Ellen. Didn't Ellen used to play that? Like you stick that thing in your mouth and it opens your mouth. Yeah. They do have that for the puss. And you stick that.
Jamie, we know. Okay, we would know.
I know you know.
Because otherwise, you're gonna get people with no teeth, and some people even listen. It's a brutal world out there. It is not fun, man. Dating is fucking just the worst.
Yeah, are you? Have you been since last week? Are you still on there? Are you getting disenchanted?
Listen, it's everybody had a rough year.
We all had a rough year.
Let's just go to the email.
We all had a rough year. This one's from Matt. He says, just started listening to the pod released on 6/21 last week. Rob, you're a fucking celebrity. Ditch the Bush League dating apps and get on Raya. At least put that app into the rotation and report back.
I agree.
Been a fan since episode 1 and was Kasim's ex in the poker tourney. Oh yeah, what's up, Matt?
I agree.
No, because I don't want a girl who's just like in LA wanting to date celebrities. That's so gross.
I don't think they're all that way though. I don't think they're all.
That's not what it is.
I think what it is like
it's not.
It's a vetted.
It's not. There's certain people, it's vetted and they just feel safer. And I think it's safer. They just feel like there's certain people that wouldn't know if people would just want to date them because of who they are. And so they feel like in Raya, like all these people have like some sense of either notoriety or success in a way that like this person has nothing to gain from you. They have their own.
That's what the men have. That's not what the women have. I know tons of women on Raya from New York. They have zero success or notoriety. They're just good looking. And they're looking for a fucking sugar daddy.
I think Raya's opened up there because like how
even in the beginning,
how successful can your app be if it's like targeting such a narrow slice of
sure.
You know, but they did open it up. I know people that like don't deserve their verification or what be on there, but they're just on there because they're like good. A lot of good-looking girls, you know, are on there. But when it comes to guys, I don't know what that game's all about. But I'm assuming it's just different. I think what this guy's saying is it's a different pool to add to your rotation of Bumble and Hinge. And you might have better luck. Remember how you were on Hinge and then you started Bumble and you were like, oh, wow, like Bumble, I'm not on the algorithm that I am on Hinge, you know? So maybe you'll have better luck there. But I don't know. I like it when you get angry about stuff, personally.
I do too. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I get it out here and then I just go about the rest of my...
Yeah, I mean, we should do what this is all about.
We should do an Instagram live thing after this pod where I wring out this sweatshirt into a shot glass and you have to take the shot.
Come on, it's cool in here now. It's not hot anymore.
I feel beads of sweat hitting my love handles every
Oh my God. You guys, I have to put Bo to bed.
Yeah, it's fine. We actually also got to go.
This isn't more important, Jamie-Lynn?
Can you tell Bo we said what's up?
What is he
I will.
doing
He's just playing Roblox in my bed because Cutter's out of town. I let him sleep with me, and we watched that movie Luca, that new Pixar movie. It was so cute. We watched that last night.
Don't know what it's about. Never saw it.
I still have a movie I want you to watch with him that you didn't, right? What is it called? Midnight Special? What's the one with?
Yeah.
Midnight Special?
Yeah. Michael Shannon.
Oh, with this kid.
Oh, with Bo. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what movie he really loves? It just came out. It's called Safety. The true story about this kid that was like a safety at maybe Alabama or Ole Miss. And their mom was like having problems with substance abuse. And so like he had his little brother and like he was like sneaking his little brother to stay with him in his dorm because he had nowhere else to stay. And they got in trouble and like the whole school rallied behind to be able to support them and like somehow get it passed by the NCAA that the brother could be there. It was a really nice story. Anyway, Bo's obsessed with
haven't watched that. Haven't watched that or like Slender Man, one of those two.
So he's just watching it over and over. That movie, the safety movie.
When he finds a movie, like in the beginning of quarantine, it was Cool Runnings, and I swear to God, that movie was on for 30 days straight, like multiple times a day.
That's a great movie.
That's how I started my quarantine too. I was
Cool Runnings.
I went through a Cool Runnings phase, man. We all did though. It was that and then Tiger King.
Yeah, I did Tiger King first, then I went to Cool Runnings. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching.
Love you guys.
Send us your emails at askpajamapants@gmail.com. More dating app stories. More, dude, what do I do about this Mockingbird situation?
He got a BB gun.
I don't want to kill.
Where are your crows?
Dude, the crows are MIA at night. They're just they're somewhere else, you know. We have a subreddit, r/Pajama Pants Podcast. We're on Instagram and Twitter, and we made it through another week. Can you believe it?
Oh, look, Bean's over there. Remember we used to hang out with Bean?
I remember Bean.
Bean.
Oh, I miss Bean.
There he is. He's alive. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Love you.
Love you.